Mac the Reactor, fresh out of the trash compactor. You'll know me by now. It's your favorite England-born, somewhat Australian sound Reactor. He's a big boss like Rick Ross, and he goes harder than Slipknot, and he's in permanent beast mode without even applying a cheat code, baby. He's so crazy. Crazy about this next artist I'm about to react to. But before we get into it, I gotta say this. Number one, you see this beanie I'm wearing? You see this beanie right here? See the way how the brand says champion? One of my subscribers, Judy Bartlett, she sent me this beanie in the mail all the way from the US to say, number one, thank you as a subscriber, but number two, to say, I want you to feel like a champion. And guess what, Judy? I feel like a champion. I feel like Judge Judy in a big high chair telling everybody what to do, minus all the bitchy unnecessary comments, and minus all the ego that's also very unnecessary. I'm humble when I say, thank you for making me feel like a champion, because that is love, man, because Judy said to me, can I send you some money? I just want to say, thank you. I want you to feel like you're getting something out of this. And I said to her, like, look, at the end of the day, when you're sharing these videos, especially when you'll go to town in the comments, it opens up the YouTube algorithm. It stops me from being a slave to it. And I start, getting a bit more traction on my videos. And that's really what I'm here for, right? Because I want to do this to an audience. I don't want to do this to, 5 people that care about it, and then that's it said and done. And in vain of that, big shout out to my MacPack, man, because we hit 200 subscribers a couple of days ago, and I'm so grateful to you all, man, because you can't put money on certain things, but when a subscriber just wants to send you a gift, that is some real ish, man. So when it comes to NF, we give NFs, no Fs, about delaying this video any longer. So one of my loyal MacPack, Rocio Cartes, shout out to you, one of my friends outside of here too. So she's asked me to react to NF Real. I haven't dived in NF in the last few reactions that I filmed, although I might still be uploading some. I just actually in real time haven't done it in my last few sessions. So I'm about to react to Real by NF, and you'll know I'm open-minded with this guy. I've really warmed up to him. Let me put some mac on this cheese, and all I need you to do, man, is since I'm bigging y'all up and I'm telling y'all how I feel about you, after the video, let me know in the comments how I'm doing. Give me some feedback, man, and then when you're done, you can even tell me what to react to next. Sound fair enough? I think it does. Let's go. That wasn't a question. I'm letting you know it sounds fair enough. I don't know what the attitude's all about. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Real music.
Yeah, it is too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Number one, that plane looks like it's from the 60s somewhere. Is that a flight of stairs that's like folding into the side of the plane? Is that what planes used to be like? My Lord. And you're worrying about the coronavirus when there's stuff like this going on. You're crazy.
You're getting that headspace, Woo. Will somebody get the body bags? Working with the beats in them now. Put the MCs in them, season them. Put them on a beat with me, then I'm...
Put them in the body bags, put the MCs in them, season them. Yo, man.
I'm eating them. Get away from the table. You rappers ain't hungry enough. You rappers ain't hungry like us. They talk about me like I'm here. They talk about you like you was. Whoa. A nurse came into my room. She told me I'm sick in the head. I'm in hip-hop hospital bed with a pad and a pen and a brace on my neck. They told me that.
He's in hospital with a pen and a pad and a brace around his neck. Like, does it get any realer than the thoughts that would come from somebody in that mind frame at that given time? This guy's going nuts.
I'm never leaving. Why? I am as ill as it gets. Any rapper that said that they running the game, I'ma come in their session and cut off their legs. Whoa. Strap a grenade to my head. Pull out the pen. My music is mind-blowing. Ain't nobody do it like I do it.
You know what's so funny? When he said, strap a grenade to my head, pull the pin out, I was like, he's really starting to blow my mind. And I was going to make the joke, and then, that actually was his punchline. So, shout out to you, NF. Great minds think alike. I'm a champion, remember? Champion.
You ain't never been on my level. I got a problem with the way people talking and acting like everybody gonna get it. Better sleep with your eyes open. You wanna know what I noticed? Look around in my fan base and they ready. That last album was heavy. That last album was gritty. How you gonna match that? Just let me do what I do best. You're better off playing Russian roulette than coming in the booth to me, cause I get a little bit intense. I'm like, who's next?
I understand what he's saying there. It's like I get a little bit intense, like who's next? Because sometimes, man, if you're not ready for it, like NF can catch you off guard, man. But that's what you need to do. You need to do what I need to do. Because when I first reacted to NF, here's the thing, man, is I'm still bitter at some of the comments I got in my first ever NF reaction because I was praising the dude. But people got caught up in the side of me not praising him, where I was very critical of the lyricism. But where I can see where my head was at the time is that I wasn't ready for all of NF yet. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I was criticizing from a rapper standpoint something that I'm very picky about, which is more subject to me, right? But when you listen to NF more and more, number one, you start to understand that the message is one thing that you really, really need to latch onto. That's the first part. But then when you actually hear NF grow, you start to understand that as a lyricist, he improves all the time. So then things that I'm looking for, I found in other reactions anyway, because he's had time to marinate and mature. And then he gets on a song like this and he just goes nuts, man. And you gotta be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I can see why critics are so, that he's ruffling some feathers, man, because not everybody wants to hear this. You know, a lot of people want to hear people say, I'm in the studio with some lean, and it's like, man, if you don't shut your little ass up, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to whack the cup of lean out of your hand, and I'm going to tell you to start speaking English for a start, and then after that, I'm going to tell you to just jump in a lake somewhere. I don't know, I'm sorry, that's very negative. Just stop making whack music, alright?
Y'all better watch it. Take a look at where the clock is. It's my time. This ladder of music that I climb. I took the machete, the game isn't ready. Them rappers that coming up on me, I cut up the ladder and I told them bye-bye. What you looking for, a high five? Nice try. Do not believe.
I've actually kind of used that scheme before a little bit. I think I even do it in a freestyle sometimes where I'll go like, high five, nice try, white guy, mind's eye. Like I always do that. Like you're bringing a gun to a knife fight. Like, like I always do that. Anyway, let's have a nice time.
Leave everything that you read on the internet. I do not know who your dentist is, but he should clean out your mouth. Don't call me a sellout, that's something I've never been. I've been through hell in my life though, but I know what heaven is. Father, forgive me for I am a sinner, but you gave me music as medicine. Woo!
It's like a really faulty spreadsheet. Sell out. I reach sometimes.
Ain't nobody want a problem when I get in my zone, better leave me be. I'm a mean MC. Better feed me rappers or feed me beats. Feed me both of them. They like, Nay, what's it like to be famous? I'll let you know if I make it. Yeah.
Feed me beats like a vegetarian. I hear what he's saying. I read between the lines.
I wonder what life would be like if I didn't stick up my neck. $200 inside of my bank account. Woo! I was living on that. I need some money to pay for my rent. I need some money to pay for my cat. I'm not complaining, I'm just being honest. I promise that I will not beg for respect. Nah.
Yeah, he's just being honest. He's not going to beg for it, but like this music thing means a lot to him. Like there's not really a plan B. You know what I'm saying? That's why if he's going to do this, go hard, man. Be real about it. And that's what he's doing.
I get so frustrated. Take a look at what I created. Time is wasting, I ain't waiting. I'm a doctor with no job, me, I don't have no patience. I keep pacing, back and forth, I keep racing. You ain't never been in my book and I got a problem with it. Why? Cause you reckon like you read my pages. I wreck these stages, real talk, better give me space. Cause I am chasing something they told me that I won't make it. Yeah, I'm not famous, I'm just Nathan. Woo! And I wonder how the world gon' take this. They might hate it, but you know anything about me, you know that don't mean I'm changing.
So like the process he's going through here, like you're really getting let in on the story and what this means to him right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing it for. This is who he is. Can't be mad at it.
Cause you know I'm real with it. Don't care if you're feeling it, I'm feeling it. You don't like it to deal with it. And if God ain't real is it? You still wonder why.
If God ain't real isn't. Now regardless of whether I'm a believer or not, when you know somebody is, that goes hard. You know what I'm saying?
I exist in a world that's real different. And what you gonna be when you grow up, mate? I doubt they will get it. My life is a mess, better watch your step. And you step into some of this brain is off limits. I'm off in a world you don't get. Cause you ain't never been in it in 10 minutes. I still couldn't explain what's inside my brain. Don't mess with it. I've invested a lot of me inside these lines. I'm just protecting them.
I've invested a lot of me in these lines. I'm just protecting them. I get it. And I gotta say, man, I'm seeing him in that pilot seat over there, and I'm thinking, this song is really starting to take off. Like he's starting to spread his wings. Sky's the limit, you know? I'll play the song.
Everybody wanna hear the real version of life. They don't get so sensitive when I say something a little bit raw. I drop my thoughts and they call it negative. You wanna know where my heart is? I stand out cause I wear my garbage. I work my hardest. Every time I look into the mirror, don't forget about where I started.
Yeah, don't think I lost that, man. I stand out because I wear my garbage. You know, I know I'm not, you're not going to give me 10 out of 10 on everything I do. I struggle sometimes. He's even commented before that he doesn't like some of his previous work, you know. But he's growing, man, of course. You know, he's just giving you the best of what he can give it each and every time. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta tell you, this is polished. This is good, man. That's what I'm here for. I don't think anybody does the woo more than him and Ric Flair, man. I'm telling you. Oh, and one battle rapper that I knew, but whatever. He ain't famous, okay?
Tell me what am I doing? 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 I said what am I doing? Tell me what am I doing here if I'm not being real?
What am I doing here if I'm not being real, right? Because that goes deep for some people. You know, realness is just so much more important to some people than others. You know what I'm saying? Some people are happy to make a song that's kind of about flexing and I'm sounding like a zombie in this booth because frankly I'm high on Percocets and I'm sipping lean and my brain's turned to mush, so now I'm gonna rap like I'm being kicked in the nuts every 5 seconds. But to some people it's like, nah, I like to make real stuff, like there's actual substance to it. And I can see why it's hard for some people, especially if you've been brought up on so much BS, man. Like if every artist you have has a lil in front of it, you probably had a tough time, man. It's real music probably hasn't been thrown in front of you too much, man. No shade, dog. No shade. I would never do that. It's not me. Not me at all. Not me at all, my friends. I would not feel safe on that plane, man. The dude in the shades just behind NF looks like a guy I went to high school with. I'm going to talk to him later and find out if he's been on any 1960s planes lately that look like they couldn't even... It's like I said, man, you're all worrying about these damn viruses and stuff. I would be worrying about being on this plane, okay? They hadn't all the way figured it out yet. They did the Wright brothers plane, and then they went to this plane next, okay? They were still figuring it out. It's like plastic surgery. It's still a work in progress, you know? Although I think my plastic surgery went well. I was really happy with that song, Rocio. You know how it is, man. I was very hesitant when I first went into my NF journey because I hadn't really heard any NF, but like one of my friends was quoting some of his bars and just being the picky lyricist asshole that I was being. I was like, And it was probably a lot of his earlier stuff, I was kind of being a bit dismissive. But it was when I got past the search reaction that I must have been, I can't remember exactly what it was that I reacted to second, but I know by the time I got the songs like Outcast and stuff like that, man, I was like, okay, I think I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm getting it. This is, I can call myself a fan at this point, man. I bought the Search album, man, so, and if you're doing the right thing, man, this was a really, really good song, and I just like to hear some real ish every now and then, man. And speaking of real, I gotta reel y'all in and get y'all to subscribe and be a part of the MacPack, man. That's all I'm saying, okay? And now NF refers to me now finishing this video. Some genius here, man. There's some genius here. I'm out.